Quinn here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my eyebrows. So first I like to start off by plucking my eyebrows in the middle just to get rid of that unibrow that I'm starting to grow after like 2 to 3 weeks. And then I like to brush up my brows, and then I like to pluck underneath, and I just brush them up so that way I can see all of my brow hairs and I'm just trying to make sure that I don't pluck any of them that I want to keep there. And I shaved my eyebrows a couple years ago and I've stuck with that shape. So I'm just cleaning up what I have already shaped. I'm just going to keep plucking. And I like to go right here and pluck those hairs because it just helps everything to look more, nice and straight and good, I guess. Then I like to pull up my eyebrows sometimes just so I can get more of those hairs. And I go on the top a little bit, but I don't pluck too much, just some of the hairs that are there, maybe that are a little bit darker and you can kind of see them, just to clean everything up. And then I'm just going to be plucking underneath on my other eyebrow and then doing the same thing on the top. This is just so that way they look more nice and clean on the top and bottom. And then I just like to dust off any of the eyebrow hairs that got all over me. Then I like to brush my brows up. Then I'm going to be taking a pair of eyebrow scissors and I'm just going to use these to trim my brows a little bit, but I'm not going to cut off too much of the length. This is just so that my eyebrows aren't looking crazy and going everywhere. I brush them down and do the same exact thing, but I make sure not to cut too much at the end because I want to keep my length. Then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eyebrow, brushing them up, cutting them, and then brushing them down and trimming them a little bit more. Doing the same thing. Then after I do this, I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and I'm just going to start by lining the bottom of my eyebrows. And I'm just going to be dragging that out to the end. I like to make the ends a little bit darker and drag them out just a little bit so that way they look longer, I guess, because mine aren't super long at the end. And I'm going to be spooling these out in a little bit so they won't look as blocky, so do not worry. And then I'm going to be doing the same thing on my other eyebrow, just starting by lining the bottom, dragging it out to the end, and then doing the top portion, and just filling in any sparse patches that I may have. And then I am going to be spooling out, focusing this mostly on the front of my brows just so that way they're not too blocky and dark, and just so that way they look more like an ombre effect, I guess, and they just look more natural. So I'm going to be doing that to both sides. And don't worry, your eyebrows just need to be sisters, not twins. So it's okay if they look a little bit different like mine do. Then I'm taking my ColourPop concealer and I'm just going to be putting some of that on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to be carving out my brows. So I'm just taking a small defined brush and I am just running that underneath my brows and just blending that out and just shaping them a little bit more just so everything looks nice and cut and smooth. And then sometimes I do pat this out with my fingers. I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other eyebrow, just covering up any of those imperfections that I may have, just helping my brows to stand out just a little bit more. So this is the finished eyebrows. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!